Hey guys, Loman02, currently cubing again. So in this pack, Imperial Seal combo. Chandra is the one that's sticking out to me the most. Path to Exile is decent removal, but I think Chandra is a better way to start this off. We could wheel the Thundermaw, and Chandra goes into blue-red, goes into mono-red as a very good top end. Smuggler's Copter is also a very good card for aggro. Phantasmal Image is actually not bad. Chandra, yeah, I don't think you want to be milling your opponent with the blue-green sword in this format. It could be randomly very bad. Chandra's a great card, though. Time Walk? So there's a very good card in this pack before. Almost Will is also very powerful. But I think this is a pretty easy Time Walk. I'm going to go ahead and reserve it. Look at the rest of the pack. Hostage Taker, 2-color. Hippie, eh. So what is the second best card after Time Walk in this pack? It's probably either Fyndhorn Elves or Glenalandra, like, singularly. I mean, yes, there's more powerful cards, but as far as first pickable cards, yeah, Time Walk's the card we're going to take here. So, a blue-red. Well, Treachery. Treachery's not as strong in this format as it is in a lot of others. Maybe we just take the Vision here, the Ancestral Visions. Treachery is... This format's bound to be fast, though. But blue-red is a good archetype. Maybe one of the best. Nahiri's also very powerful, but I don't want to splash to a third color yet. I think we take Ancestral Vision here. Part of me is saying I want to take the Treachery just because it's very, very powerful, but it's not Legacy Cube, so I think I'm going to take Vision. Alright, Brain Freeze. This deck's not doing that. Alright, so here's where we kind of run out of cards for both blue and red. I guess we take Monastery Swift Spear. I mean, matter of fact, like blue-red aggro, like counterburn, is possibly a thing. Maybe we just take it. I don't think I want to just jump into a third color. Like Sphinx's Rev is a powerful card, but I don't really like it in this cube. The sword's The sword would be like the open pick, but like I don't really want to play sword regardless. Or Oblivion Ring. I'd probably take Oblivion Ring before I take Sphinx's Rev. I'm gonna take the Swift Spear here. It's a very good aggressive card. Alright, and here, like, I really like Compulsive Research, but I think I'm gonna take Burst Lightning. I think it leaves me a little more open, because, like, I could play all the cards I have in Blue-Red Burn, but I don't think I would play Compulsive Research in Blue-Red Burn. So take the Burst Lightning here. Manic Vandal or Firebolt. Manglehorn also very powerful. Control Magic also very powerful. But I think... I think I can get more Artifact Hate in red. So I'm going to take Firebolt here. So I'm going to set ourselves up to maybe play red Splash Blue. Like Blue-Red Counterburn. Maybe ambitious. I mean, Time Walk, you try to splash in whatever you're playing, right? Because I mean, it's just that powerful. I mean, if Ancestral Vision was Ancestral Recall, I mean, yes, I would be playing blue-red. I would be playing blue with whatever else I was playing. I would try to, at least, because I think there's enough upside to Time Walk and Ancestral that you'd want to. Alright, Wildfire. Well, it looks like we're not going to get a card that we want to play in this style of deck. So I'm going to take the Plateau here, and maybe we'll go 3-color. Plateau's not a horrible pickup, though. And white, I think, tends to be underdrafted in this cube. My last cube was mostly white cards. Getting a second pick Time Walk doesn't feel bad, though. Alright, well, I don't think we want to go into white-black as well, or black as well. Hangerback Walker is a fine card. Goblin Dark Dwellers is very good with Ancestral Visions, is very good with Time Walk. Do I have to pay the mana cost for this? No, I don't. It's just an instant or sorcery. I'm going to pick this guy up. I don't think it's a very high pick, but like with what I already have, it's pretty good. I mean, I have Burst Lightning and Firebolt too, so I mean, some like minor removal. Also not bad. I'll put the Plateau in the sideboard. Although it feels like someone else is in red, and there's always going to be someone in blue. Like, blue is just the best color in the cube. But yeah, so far, not a bad shell. Plus, I think blue-red Splinter Twin tends to get drafted a lot. Alright, this is an interesting pick. So we could have had solid, like, 4-color, like, Brea mana, because we'd have, like, the Scrubland plus the Badlands plus the Plateau now. This is a tougher one for me. I think I'm going to take... I already have a 5, though. Maybe it is just Phantasmal Image. A lot of good ETB creatures in this format. What would I be copying in my own deck? I guess Goblin Dark Dwellers. Thundermaw is quite powerful as well. I'm gonna take the Thundermaw, just in case I don't see more blue. I think I want to keep the blue splash light. Although Phantasmal Image is a strong card. If I had like maybe like one more blue card, I would consider it if I'd been seeing a few more blue signals, but I'm just not. Here, I will probably not play anything with the exception of sideboarding and disenchant if I do end up splashing white. So, unfortunately, it looks like red is being drafted, blue is being drafted pretty heavily. So we're in contest here with someone else. I think the second pack is going to be harsher for. Like, they're like right across the table from us, so they're like 4 slots away from us, I think, or like 3 slots to 6 slots away from us on the tables. So either 2 to 3 to our right or 2 to 3 to our left, or those cards are coming out. Revelark, what does that do? Gets back a Swift Spear. Rishport's probably the pickup here. Okay, green's open, but take a Thrun. I don't know. It doesn't really matter in that pack. So we're not quite getting the wheels we want because our colors are contested. But we do have some fixing if we want to go Jeskai. Alright, Bizarre bad. I mean, the best card in this pack is Bizarre, but I'm not going to play that. I'll pick up the value card. I'll pick up the Manglehorn. I almost like wheel the complete green deck. So green's totally open. Maybe we need to be in green. Maybe go green-red. Green-red-blue, I go Rug. I mean, if we see the fixing for it, it's definitely not out of the realm of possible. Alright, there's a Chrome Mox, a very powerful card. Mole Drifter, which is good. Dig Through Time, which is fine. Pearl's probably the pickup. I wouldn't mind getting a Drifter or Bolt back. Siege Gang is also okay. I mean, I don't think this is that much of a tough pick. I think it's just an easy Mox Pearl. What I'm considering is what I can wheel. I also like the Mole Drifter, but it's more often than not because I have 2 5s already. Going to get cast as just a divination. Siege Gang with 2 5s seems bad, though. Alright, Wheel. This deck is not doing Wheel of Fortune. I just want to preordain, so I'm not, like, extremely aggressive. I don't have counter spells, though. I could go with an Augur. Augur is, I don't know, he's decent. Marsh Flats also fixes for white if I want to play white. I certainly don't want Thalia. Maybe I need to go green-red. I'm not going to pick up the Gilded Lotus. I'll pick up the most open card here. Alright, well, there's a Tinker in the pack. There's also Mizium Mortars. There's a Falconwrath Aristocrat, or Gorger, rather. There's also a Solemn. I think I'm going to pick up the Gorger here, because it goes best with my Time Walk and my Monastery Swift Spear. Yeah, I'm going to pick him up. Alright, Incinerate. Deceiver Exarch is powerful if you have the combo. Mystical Tutor is quite good. Sword is not bad. What would Mystical Tutor get at this point? It would just get... I guess it gets a Time Walk. That is an option. Could also get Ancestral Visions. Not that Visions is extremely good. Maybe we go Deceiver here. Yeah, I'll take the Deceiver. Kind of on a lark. Alright, well this I think is... Steam Vents or Grim? Grim will probably not come back around. So someone else is in red. So I think we take the Steam Vents. Char is fine. Delver is not bad in this deck, but it'll probably wheel. I mean, right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Five spells? Not a ton, but we can probably pick up more. What do I think of this deck so far? I'm a little dubious right now. It's like blue-red aggro control. The Deceiver was kind of a speculative pick. I took it over an Incinerate, which was not a bad card for this deck. But I think, yeah. Deceiver's probably not going to be that great. I mean, it's not very likely unless you first pick a Splinter Twin, you're going to be able to get the combo online. But I guess it's also... I mean, it'd be better if it was a Pestermite to just take for an aggro control deck. But if you do get the combo, it's just a free win, right? I guess Kiki Jiki could also do it. I'm more heavily red than I am blue. Very easily in this draft. Alright, so here, Flame Tongue Kabu's not a bad pickup. Neither is Chart, of course, but I think Flame Tongue is the right card here. Um, yeah, it's anti-creature removal, which is not great versus some decks. Impulse is also a great pickup. Exquisite Firecraft also good, but I think I'd rather have an Impulse. Yeah, I'm going to pick up the Impulse. So like blue-red aggro control / mid-range. I don't know. We'll see how good it is. I probably would play Delver in this deck, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sorceries or instants right now. Which is not bad. I mean, if you can get like 12 to 13, I think it's doable. I don't think it's great, but I think it's doable. I think it's worth doing at that point. Like getting a 3/2, turn 2 is still even good in Vintage. Obviously, you need to be able to protect it. We don't have like forceful or anything like that, but maybe we'll pick up some counter magic in the third pack. Not that forceful will be like phenomenal in this deck. I mean, I've only got 5 cards to pitch to it. I think I will pick up a Siege Gang. Question is, would I rather play that or Thundermaw Hellkite? I don't know. One of them's going to the sideboard, that's for sure. I think we'll kind of see how the deck develops. I don't think I'm running 3/5 drops. The Dark Dwellers I think I want to run because I do have some pretty decent removal and effects like Time Walk. Impulse is even fine. I actually do like Augur in this deck. He's fine, especially on a wheel. We have enough instants and sorceries that I think we'll tend to hit something that's valuable. And he also gums up the board, and he chips in for just a tiny little bit of damage, but it's still damage. Here, well, I guess pick up the Copperline Gorge, just in case we get in a really bad spot and we have to start taking some more green cards and sideboarding those in. Because like I said, blue and red are being drafted right now by someone else. We know we're not wheeling many of the blue and red cards that we pass. But I think we're also going to have enough for a playable deck. It may not be the best playable deck, but it'll be playable. So far, what I feel this deck feels like a 1/2 or a 2/1 deck. It does not feel like the best of its kind. But there's always pack 3, and we'll see if we can get a Splinter Twin. I think it ups the deck's ability quite a bit, especially with Impulse to find it, Preordained to help filter. All right, I guess if I were to play a card in this pack, it would probably be this. No, I'll take a green card, I guess. Wall Blossoms. Lightning Helix? That's actually a playable card. All right, Delver I actually will put in there. Could I play white in this deck? All right, get in there. Your last pick easily. I could play white in here, I suppose. I mean, if I got more fixing, if I got a couple fetch lands, I may do it. Run a Disenchant and a Lightning Helix. Lightning Helix is a good card. Very powerful. Well, not powerful against combo, but powerful. I mean, it's not even bad there because it does damage, but... All right, Karn Liberated is not a card we can play. Venser is probably our pickup here. Yeah, I mean, we could pick up the mana fixing for blue-white, but I don't even want to commit to that until I have to. So I think it is just a Venser here. If we wanted to go the Rug route, we could take Bloodbraid Elf. We don't run counter spells, so it wouldn't be bad. But yeah, I think it's a Venser here pretty easily. Jace Architect is pretty good. Well, yeah. I guess we just take Splinter Twin. I would love to have Zealous Conscripts as well, but I mean, we have the combo, so I don't think we can ignore that. Probably going to cut the Thundermaw here. A Braid is probably the pickup here. I also like Sacred Foundry. It's quite a good card. Thing in the Ice is also not bad, but I think I'd rather just have removal. Because now I want to just try to... So this deck changed drastically as soon as we got Splinter Twin. Now we just kind of want to lengthen the game out. I was taking Delvers and Falconwrath Gorgers and Monastery Swiftspears to try to close the game fast. But now we just want to find our combo to win, which means buying time. Which means that if I had to choose between Thundermaw and Siege Gang Commander, if I don't get enough playables, I'll certainly play Siege Gang first because it does buy you a little more time. I guess it's 6 1, half dozen the other because the Thundermaw does kill faster, slightly. Obviously not in certain situations. If you have 40 mana in play, you can play Siege Gang and do a lot more damage right away, but I believe 8 to be exact. But do I have any other goblins in the deck? No, I didn't get the Goblin Rabble Master. I don't even know if he's in the cube anymore. I probably would play him in this deck, though. He's a fine threat in and of himself. Chandra Flamecaller, no thanks. Trinket Mage, what does that get? It gets a Mox Pearl. Shrine of Burning Rage is a fine card. Misty Rainforest fixes for us, though. I'm going to pick that up. Number 21, but a virtual 19. Misty, unfortunately, does not get Plateau. We do have a Mox Pearl to fix, though. Trink may come around. I doubt it. Yeah, if I get I passed some fixing to get Splinter Twin here. That could have helped. I also took Venser over blue-white land, but it wasn't fetchable. I believe I took Splinter Twin over a red-white fixing land. I doubt... I mean, there's a chance. There's a very small chance that the... let's see here. Tundra? Or Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce is also very powerful. Oh, I don't have counter magic to protect this. I mean, if I take Tundra, I can play white, I think. I'll have 2 pieces to fix for it. And I can run the Lightning Helix. Or I could run Spell Pierce. I already have good creature removal. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Pierce, because like I have decent creature removal already. And like here's Searing Spear, this is a fine card for this deck. We can afford to... And like Maze of Ith and Karakas are also not bad. Yeah, I mean, there's a debate there if I want to run... Like, the Helix is certainly better than, like, Searing Spear. Probably not better than a Braid, because Braid just has more utility. But I think... Why make my mana bad? Like, Helix does what? It answers, like, Planeswalkers answers creatures. And, like, I already have a bunch of burn that kind of do similar things. They just don't gain me life. But I feel like this is going to be good against little creature decks, or at least decent against little creature decks. I think I'd be happier with Pierce, because it helps me... It's the first piece of counter magic I have outside of Venser, Shaper Savant, or just, like, you know... managing to get them when they're tapped out and then just twinning them out. But what I was saying before we jump to the next pack is I don't think Zealous Conscripts is going to come back around, but if it did, that'd be pretty stellar because it give me 2 things to equip up, if you will, with the Splinter Twin. Or well, I suppose we take Avalanche Riders. I think I'd rather have Flame Tongue than Avalanche Riders, and I will pick up a tapped land. That is fine. So we're 24, but virtual 22. So I am going to need, like, 1 more playable in this deck. I'm going to want 1 more playable in this deck. I don't know if I'm going to get it. Desperate Ritual, does that do anything? Not really. Burning, kind of bad. I guess we'll pick up a Ritual. The Complete Storm card. Maybe we're going to play another 4-drop in this deck. Because this could be a 17-lander. I mean, if I was going to... So I'm going to be more of a base defensive deck, so I think Siege Gang is more correct than Thundermaw. Do I want to run Avalanche Riders is kind of another question. Alright, this pack was not helpful. Like we said, we probably should have been in green. Like, there's natural orders are going around the table. Pick up the Bremas, I think. Yeah. Should I like the dude? He's hard as hell to kill. He's a beast. He gets Karakas like a champion, but he kind of is one, though. So I don't think we're going to see any other cards. So we're going to have to play one of these cards on our board. I think it's going to be Siege Gang. I don't really think I want Avalanche Riders in this deck. Alright, empty the Warrens. I could play Sacred Foundry, too. Let's pick up the Sacred Foundry and just see. Because what I could do to make up for the card is put Plateau and Sacred Foundry in the deck, plus the Mox Pearl, and then run the... I'll also put in Taiga. Pick up Taiga. Chandra Flamecaller is okay. It's not a high tide deck. Lotus Petal is fast, but that doesn't really help me. I'm going to pick up the land. Lotus Petal's not right in this deck. I mean, I guess there are some cases in which... Bells and Lock. Yeah, promoting your cards, of course. And then poor Necropotence, the last pick. I mean, I could do this, and then, like, what? I have 3 pieces of white fixing, and I can play Lightning Helix. Pick up Temple Garden. No one wants to play green-white, I guess. And an Acidic Slime. Good card, but he's kind of getting old. A lot of mana. Nowadays it'd be 4 mana to do that. Not 5. So I'm at 27, playing 5 lands, which puts me down to 22. So I'm still short a playable in this list right now. So I think it's Siege Gang. And then add basic lands. See what it says. Alright, cool. It did 0 planes. Which is correct. I can't fetch for the Plateau or the Sacred Foundry, but I have a Mox. I have those 2. I'm only playing 1 white card, and most of the time... Well, wait, let's make sure I have enough blue mana. So I have fetch. We'll count the fetch as 1 source. 4 islands. Steam Vents, and Wandering Fumarole. So that gives me 7 sources of blue. That should be good enough. And then just a bunch of red to buy time. I think that's good enough when I'm at 39, right? Is this a 17-lander? It probably is. I'm going to add 1 more island, I think. I don't think I need to have a plains in this deck. Wait, this is 18 lands? Oh, never mind. What the hell happened there? I was just saying 39 in my deck. That's weird. I think this is a 17 lander. Do we have draw? We have Preordained to help fix draw with a few more lands. We have Impulse to do the same. Augur, kind of. Chandra does help get rid of lands. Don't want the Gorger in this deck. The Gorger is kind of a suboptimal, but it does like force them to interact early. Could also cut one mountain. I guess I do need double red. I'm gonna cut one mountain and put in one more island. I feel like I'm gonna get screwed on blue more often than I will. All right, what is going on here? All right, there we go. Let's save this. I think we can play this as is. 17's a few lands, but we do have a little bit of filtration. We have a few clunkers, but I think this deck will be okay. We didn't get a ton of counter magic. We only have one piece of actual counter magic, actual factual counter magic. But the cool thing is about having an infinite combo deck, or a deck that has the ability to do an infinite combo, is that you can just win out of nowhere. You can buy time and then just win out of nowhere. Alright, so this hand's great. We don't have the play, unfortunately, but we're going to keep this. If turn 1 Swift Spear, turn 2 Lightning Helix up. Well, the cool thing about an island is that unless they have Force Spike, this thing's probably going to get to do some abuse here. Alright, now it's not. They just get rid of it on the spot. Cool. So they're blue-red as well. Well, I'm not happy to draw no blue sources in the first two draws, but what can you do? I'll leave up the Helix here and hope to remove something. Just Spell Pierce this dude. I could have waited to do that, I guess. I'm going to look for an island here, I think. Did not get there. Alright, well, that being the case, I think I'm just going to take the mountain because I want to keep the pace on lands and leave up the Lightning Helix. That was a riskier play, but because I wanted to get the Ancestral Visions off, but I also didn't want to fall behind on lands here. This Siege again, Commander? Okay. Okay. Not a ton of respect for Tamiyo. I'm going to have to burn off 2 for 1 on it, though, because I don't want it to go ultimate. And hopefully they don't have, like, land Inferno Titan. Alright, they have Zergo Bellstriker. That's cool, dude. I don't really care about that. Alright, let's do this first. If they want to counter the Augur of Bolus, they can. And hopefully we don't put... Alright, Abrade and Chandra. Okay. So, we have a bunch of cards on bottom that are not the Splinter Twins, so it's a possibility we can get away with this. Alright, I'm just going to wait here. Build up cards. I want them to counter this Ancestral Visions, ideally. Alright, a Burst of Lightning. Just Abrade this thing? Nah. I guess I could. I'm going to wait a bit. Alright, that's below 20 cards. Or 20 cards are below. This has 2 counters left on it. They probably have more counters than we do. I'm just going to go... Well, maybe they don't. They have Zergo in their deck. So they're kind of going the aggro control route, too. Play this silly thing. Sure. Firebolt you. Start beating down. I don't want to give them forever. We'll feign counter magic, probably burst lightning end step for 4 down to 13, virtual 11 on the following turn. All right, Library of Alexandria. This will probably eat a counter spell. If it doesn't, I'm going to go for whatever I want to go for. Alright, remand, cool. I think we saved the Firebolt here. Trinket Mage. Oh, this is a Delve spell. Alright, cool. Well, we're not doing so hot here, but what can you do? I think we'll hold that in hand. Okay, is this going to be something massive? Flame Tongue Kavu. Killing probably the Deceiver Exarch. No, killing that. Alright, get abraded. Still need to get my damage in, right? I mean, that would have obviously been nicer to hit with the backside of Firebolt. Do I use this now? I guess I do. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Put him as low as I can. At least the card underneath there, Shelldock Isle, was not great. But they are on the library plan now, which is pretty horrendous for us. They have 7 in hand. Alright, we just get infinite comboed out ourselves now. It feels like it. Kiki Jiki. Okay, well, concede the game. Yep, they got there before we did. Their deck looks a little more streamlined than ours does, and that's fine. Sometimes you just, you sit in the right seat at the draft. Avalanche Rider is a little more interesting in the aggressive matchup. Siege Gain's also not bad, though. I think Disenchant. We don't know if they have the spell, though. Could just go with more threats. I'm going to submit this. We're going to keep this. The hand's not great, but if it draws into red mana, I can stay alive for a while, and it's got an Ancestral on turn 1, so yeah. If it draws red mana, it's got everything pretty much it needs available to it. Okay, turn 1 library. Seems about right. Well, I hate to pop it off as an Explorer, but I'm going to. Just to find the mana I need. And to take another counter off Ancestral Visions. Augur, well, not great. Wanted land. And, all lands in a spell card. Bottom. And this is at 2 now? Yeah. Alright, red mana. Come on. Nope. Well, this is going to be rough. This is going to be one of those games. I mean, the keep was, I guess, a little shadier, but I think not unjustifiably so. Alright, Dak is going to steal the Pearl. Alright, go ahead. It's kind of a greedy play, in my opinion. But, okay. I guess we know they don't have counter magic. And Dak down. So we've got to out-aggro them here. Okay. Burn this thing out of the way. Okay. Alright, the Vu. I think I just Vu back here. Alright, I think we wait here and just impulse or a braid. I don't like it, but they're probably going to try to kill this thing. Alright, commit. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Okay. I'm going to try this. It's going to get countered, but you have remand. Okay. And hopefully we don't just get comboed out here. If we do, we do. I mean, I think I have to go for it until they get too much card advantage off of library for me to possibly, beat. I think it was pretty obvious they had remand last turn. That's why I didn't cast the Chandra. I just went for the impulse line and plus leave up a braid. But now we're probably going to lose, yeah. All right, Tameo. I can beat that. Okay. All right, well, now I feel like a dummy for having put the, all right, another counter. Okay, go. I'm going to burn her out. Yeah, Library just kind of busted this game wide open. But what are you going to do? Library's been winning red matchups for a long time. Attempt this again. Unfortunately, I think I just have to time walk here. Too far behind. Now the question is, can I kill before? We're killing Tameo here. Or are we? Another option is just to play the Siege Gang out. See what happens. Okay, they're going to blink of an eye that thing. Okay. Okay, Gush. Oh, maybe we can get there. They've drawn a bazillion cards. Okay. I'm not going to try to pop the Tameo off here. I just need to leave a braid up. They've seen so many cards. The likelihood of them not having the combo. I mean, they're probably going to have backup too, which sucks, but I got to play around the combo with a braid here. Yeah, I could blow up the Tameo, but they're probably going to see it. One card on bottom, top. All right, so we have to assume they have the combo here, but they're on 9 cards in hand. All right, Shelldock Isle. Opponent's deck seems very sick. Okay. Well, a Jace. I'm going to bounce a Gabo. Okay, draw a card. One of my 3 white mana sources would be nice right now. I know we have a Plateau and a Pearl on the bottom. So their combo did not come to pass. Interesting. Okay. So what do we do here? I think we firebolt this. You only got 3 red mana sources in play. So another line is we could go for Goblin Dark Dwellers on Ancestral Visions to try to draw another land. Or Impulse to find Spell Pierce doesn't stop anything here. I think we just pass it, to be honest. Yeah, I think we just have to pass it here. Alright. And, yeah, we play around more this way, I think. I'm going to be so low on mana. If they have, like, Mana Leak, Miscalc, there are hard counters in this format, but there's not as many. So, alright, well, they didn't play the X-Archon on their end step, which is good for us. So the Jace is probably just going to... They could also cycle their library back in with memory. Alright, Treachery, a Goblin? Okay, you got it. It's still tapped. Don't really care. I guess I'm glad I did that as opposed to playing the Dwellers then. I just think it does play around more. The top card in my library? Okay. You got it. You're up to 4. Try to tap down the Shelldock Isle to see if I can get them to cast whatever's underneath it. Will they counter this? I mean, that being the case, do I just go for it? No. No, I don't. I could be playing too timidly here, but they have so many cards in hand. It's like almost impossible for me to fathom a situation in which they can't answer, you know. Alright, Pestermite. In which they can't answer, you know, my removal spell and or my Splinter Twin. They could have done it in response. They could have just tapped the Deceiver in response with that, so I guess that was right not to play it there. Kind of want to get them to a point where they have to recast the commit to memory, but I don't know if that's going to happen. We're going to see. All right, you're going to steal my deceiver, and it's tapped. But can you? Oh, you can actually do it if you have. All right, so they need to have exactly. All right, this untapped. Do they have Splinter Twin? If they do, then I think I lose. This is a weird deck they're playing. Okay, they could have it under there too. They could have the Kiki Jiki under there. All right, nothing else. All right, so they just have Kiki Jiki. So I'm gonna have to. Cast this out. Hope it doesn't get counterspelled. Sadly enough, we have to char our own dude, but they're going to be able to... Fuck, they're still going to get a damn... They're still going to get down a damn Kiki Jiki, which sucks because they can copy... They can steal my my Goblin Dark Dwellers and then continue to copy it, which is like just a ton of value. Is this the... If you had the Kiki, they would have just done it last turn, so it's something else. Alright, they did nothing with the card underneath. So they have Kiki, I'm almost positive. So I need to find a Plains on my next turn. They're already going to get this thing. Alright, Deceiver, cool. Turn off auto yields. I'll tap it right now to see if I can make them play scared around burn. Because there are burn cards that could get this. They just go for it. They should. Alright, yep, you got me. You got me. Opponent's deck was pretty sweet. Don't mind losing to that. Don't mind losing to that. I mean, with the amount of control they had over the game, I think they probably could have waited another turn to play around my bluff tap of mana. So I have a lot of burn in my deck. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to kill the Exarch, but if I can kill the Kiki, it's pretty good. My question is, they must have drawn that because they could have just gone to the combo the turn prior, as opposed to just trying to use the Hostage Taker. I guess they wanted to see if they get counter magic out of my hand, maybe. I mean, I'm not going to counter the Hostage Taker, though. I'm going to counter what actually matters, which is, in that case, the Kiki Jiki is the operative part of that entire combo. And if that doesn't work, you know, then they can just... After that, they probably had to go to commit to memory, which is actually good for us. We have them in a low life total or a higher burn count deck. So then we played that pretty well. I'm not upset about losing that matchup. I think their deck was better. I think we played well. I have to go back and look at it. Maybe we may have had some misplays, but I think it was a pretty well-played game. Yeah, this hand's good, actually. It's got an impulse to find some threat, and it's got a decent amount of interaction in the early game against creatures. If we're not against creatures, well, we're just going to be going to face, I guess. Alright, black. Probably going to play the tapped man land, depending on what I draw. Well, different story now. We're just going to go Mountain Swiftspear. This will also cause them to probably think we're playing mono red, which means we can possibly get something good out of them. I don't know. They'll play differently. Play a creature out that I can burst lightning. Alright, that's not a creature I can burst lightning. Impulse. I don't like doing this now, but I mean, it makes the most sense with Swiftspear. Pierce. Bottom any order. A Braid would have been really nice for the Smuggler's Copter, but Pierce is fine too. My only counter spell. Alright, what creature will you play? Hopefully not a Courser of Crewfix. Nothing at all? I'm very happy with that. Okay, just getting there for one. chances are they're going to play like a 4-mana Planeswalker that makes dudes, or like, I don't know, something. Sword? I don't really care about that. Okay, you got it. You can have a sword. I mean, these are anemic beats, but I think leaving Pierce up or interacting with a creature on their turn is pretty important. Or at least knowing what they're up to. Like, I do like leaving Pierce up. I could be doing a lot of damage right now, but if they have, like, Fatal Push, I just get, like, blown out, right? By just going into the face. There's the Kipper. Eat Pierce. That feels good. The next turn, we're just going to hammer them. Like, I'm just going to hammer fist their face here, I think. Do I need more red mana? Not really. I'll just get an island here. Take a char. Take a Searing Spear. Reclamation Sage. And they're going to activate and equip the sword. Okay. This feels pretty low value. Alright, well, they get to loot, which is good. An Elish Norn. They could be reanimating. Is this a may or must? Alright, they returned it. A Braid was a good pickup there, obviously. Now they basically have to play something or die, and I think they're probably dead anyway, so I have Burst Lightning for kick, which is 4. Okay, a pack a rat. Siege Gang. Okay. How do I get blown out here? If they have like a reanimation effect, I just get owned. Alright. Well, don't have a reanimation effect. If they have reanimation, I just lose the game on the spot. That being the case, I probably should have gone to face maybe. Alright, they don't have it. I didn't think they had it because they brought it back to hand with the sword. If they had not, I probably would have played that differently. Alright, their deck seems clunky. And we have a combo. They're mid-range. Yeah, I'm just going to keep it as is. I could put the Dragon in there. I could put the Avalanche Riders because they are slow, just to slow them down more. But I think this is good enough. The white splash for Lightning Helix. I guess we have Disenchant as well. We could sideboard in. Could have had the new Angel, the new Baneslayer Angel. This hand is kind of meh. I'm going to keep, though. It has perfect mana. It doesn't really have a reason to want to cast a Goblin Dark Dweller as well. I can tell you what my deck generally can draw into pretty well is removal for that thing. It did not, however. So, tapped land. They have Mind Twist in hand, or in deck, right? They play out the Mox. I mean, they're green, too, so and they also have Rexage, so I guess they could Rexage my Mox, but if they do that, I think I'm going to be okay. Okay, Ophiomancer. That card doesn't really bother me that much. Spell Pierce is nice. Just going to play out the island, say go. And then next turn, we can Venser something. Okay. You attacking with all? Okay. Take 4. Play their creature out, main 1. Interesting. Alright. A Delverino. I'm going to wait to play that. Okay. If it's Mind Twist, I would have rather played Delver out because I'll probably just Spell Pierce it. I love how they play their cards out main 1. Yeah, take it back to hand. Honestly, if I drew Ancestral Visions, I'd probably just discard it here. I did not, unfortunately. Cast out this thing. I'm going to leave the Venser back. It defends pretty well against what we've currently got going on here. That sucks. That is what we have to accept right now. Yeah, the Pearl's fine. I mean, I can't, at this point, get white mana with my fetch, but what can you do? Take the beats here. Yep, gonna take the beats. No. Alright, well, we've drawn a few too many lands, and we kept a greedier hand this pack. Could have played fetch there. I think I'm just dead, though, so I take 3. I have to discard 2 to safeguard myself from this. The Smuggler's Copter does 3. Is there a hope in this game? I don't have Arc Trail. I have Forked Bolt, which would be good right now. Deal with the Ophiomancer and like one of the other Ground Pounders. And then we could even... No, I can't Goblin. I guess... Need a 1-mana answer. Like, Forked Bolt would be great, because I could just, like, kill the Rexage, the Unis Prowler, have 6 mana, and then Goblin Dark Dwellers it. Maybe we go to game 2. This is a greedier keep. That's my fault. I'm going to see one more draw, but I think I'm dead. Yes, I should have played the fetch there. I may just be dead anyway, so this is like 3. I have to discard 2 to put this down to 0. Yeah, I'm very close. I'm probably just dead here. Maybe I had to cast the Dwellers for no value. That seems bad, but what are you going to do? We are a 17 land deck too, so actually, you know what? That was greedy. I should have done that. That was bad on my part, guys. Yeah, I didn't think that through very well. Okay. See what they loot here. Alright, Elish Anorn. Let's take 4. Take 5. Is 5 different than 4? I actually don't think so, so I'm just going to put this thing to 0. Yeah, we'll put it to negative 2 or whatever that is, negative 1. Because I'm not going to fetch anyways, and 3 is the magic number next turn. It's going to be a reanimation effect. A Mind Twist for 2. Yeah, okay. Can't stop. I could tap them out, but I guess I should have tapped them out. It was more technically correct. They don't get to see anything new. Plateau? Nope, we're going to concede the game on that note. That was our next draw. Alright, so 17 lander. Yes, don't keep greedy hands. They do have an Una's Prowler, which makes Thundermaw Hellkite a little better. Desperate Ritual, no. Disenchant, didn't see anything that really does anything against. I think we just re-jam here and keep a less greedy hand. All right, this hand's a keep, but it's not the best. It needs blue mana, and the Splinter Twin is kind of a dead card on its own. So snap in there for 1. Hope they don't remove this thing. And then maybe we can Helix their like turn 1 Llanowar Elves. That'd be nice. Or we could draw like a Firebolt. That'd be better. Elvish Mystic, okay. Yeah, we're just biding for time here. So this hand's mana is a little rough, but blue-red tends to have a little rougher mana. Alright. Alright. Let's see how greedy they are. They block with the Deathrite, because I will blow up this. All right, yeah, you're getting blown up. Just buy time. It's a lot of investment just to do 2. It's a 3 mana card for a 1 mana card, but I think mana is going to be important here. And Mind Twist for 2. Nope, just this thing. That's unfortunate. Alright, gotta say go. They could discard lands of the Smuggler's Copter too, I suppose. I'm not gonna pretend. I don't have it. Yep, gain some incremental life. What's the best draw in my deck? Deceiver Exarch. Very easily. Okay. Rex Sage is not extremely good against my deck. I definitely agree with them getting rid of that. Ophiomancer? Okay, that doesn't really make a huge difference here, I don't think. The island earlier would have made a world of difference in this game, I think. Blow up the Ophiomancer here, I think. Hang out. Could also Splinter Twin the Flame Tongue Kavu, which holds the Smuggler's Copter at bay. Mind Twist for 2. Come on. You know you want to do it. It is. It's a Mind Twist for 2. Get pierced. Always feels good. Yeah, Flame Tongue Kavu is a Splinter Twin target. It's not very good, but it is a thing that can be done. I guess it does a lot of damage. Okay, Elvish Norn in the yard. If I hit Pestermite, I just probably don't pull the trigger on this. Alright, that's bad for us. I think we got to do it, guys. Blow the snake out of the way. And just press the advantage. And if they have removal for this, that sucks. But if they don't, Kavu's pretty good. Just miss. Miss for like a turn or 2. I mean, if I can get them low enough, I can draw into burn and win the game. And my board's not horrible. They're going to draw into something here. They are tapping their Death Right, though, so that's kind of nice. So I don't have to worry about blockers, at least as of now. Discard a Swamp. If they find a reanimation effect for Elishnorn, the game just ends. So, alright, Survival, I think that's okay. Okay, nothing else. I'm all about casting these spells pre-combat. Lightning Helix. Preordain's the best card to take there. Put him to 3. Don't draw a creature. Be forced to attack. Or gain life. They're going to attack. Okay, they're just going to hang back. Nice. All right. They could have exiled the Helix or whatever I chose in response to me selecting it, but then they'd be tapped down, couldn't activate the Smuggler's Copter, and I would attack for lethal. So we eked that one out. I have yet to win a cube draft with a Splinter Twin on something. Well, actually, correction. I've won with Splinter Twin twice on a target that was not an infinite loop, and it was there. And then with an Inferno Titan. Inferno Titan was a lot better target for it, but that was pretty sweet. I've had some sweet games. The first game was definitely cooler. Like, our opponent's deck was just sweet. That was more grindy. Alright, I think we keep this with Impulse in the combo. Yeah, we just need to find red mana. And as long as it's not like hyper aggro, what do we hope to face? Like, just mono green would be probably okay with this hand as long as we continue to hit red mana. Like, we'd probably have enough time. Like, I'd want to hit a red land next turn, though. Especially if they had like a high ramp count. But I mean, they're down to 6 cards. They had to take a mulligan, which is good for us. Yeah, like I said, I think this is a 2-1 or a 1-2 deck. I don't think it's quite the best of its kind. Okay, well, Shambling Vent is moderately interesting. Alright, a Burst of Lightning. I'm going to pass it back to them, see what they do. I'm going to Impulse for some sort of a red mana source here. Probably a Mountain over a red-white source because I just want to avoid, like, alright, this is fine. Okay. So they're probably some sort of control deck, which is a little less good for this kind of more all-in hand. They have a Manatide. That'd be hilarious. Alright, we've got to take this. It's not what we really wanted, but... Huh. No one ever called me a gambling man. I'm going to do it, though. I'm going to go ahead and tap down their blue source on upkeep. They have a remand or something. I mean, it's not likely they have a hard counter for this in 2 mana. I guess it'd have to be like Mana Leak or Miscalc. Tap this. I guess we could have tapped the white source as well because it could be... well, Fatal Push wouldn't work, but Swords of Plowshares or Path to Exile would. But if it's just Path, I mean, I guess I can go to the same plan and just start cloning Siege Gang commanders, which is also pretty good with Splinter Twin. Okay. Spell Pierce was actually, those 2 cards are about perfect because now I can attack. If they have removal, I can pierce it. If they just go all in, I'm going to win anyways. But I also have a land on top, so next turn when I go to cast the Splinter Twin, I can leave up Spell Pierce, which is pretty awesome. All right, Tolarian Academy seems meh. Okay. So I suppose Path to Exile still gets me here. But any 2 mana removal does not. I think the right answer is to just go for it here. If it gets thwarted, I mean, I've got pretty good follow-up with Siege Gang. It's not horrible. Are you going to make me click through this, man? Oh, Moto. All right, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really hate clicking through that nonsense. And it is kind of nonsense, but hey. I mean, the cards are in the cube. I'm going to play them, right? All right, submit. Maybe I want less burn against a control deck and like more just like real threats. Like, I don't know. Like this hand, like I'm going to keep this hand because of Wandering Fumarole, but because it's pretty decent against control. It can't be countered. It attacks decently well. Preordained first turn. Nope, just ponder. Alrighty. So I think they're a Tinker deck, is what I'm thinking, and I think they're going to be fairly advantaged against me unless I can get the combo online. Maybe I did want to go with the dragon here. But I think we do lead with the ephemeral. We may just go burn plan against them too. Alright, Augur, actually not a bad pickup. It's obviously not as optimal as it is in like a huge spell count deck, but it's not bad either. Alright, Signet, cool. I think I'm going to wait on the Abrade. I could Abrade the Signet just to slow them down, but I think I'd rather develop my plan a little more thoroughly. Alright, well, we missed. Get at a minimum, shuffle my library. Yeah, missed. Got a 1-3 at a minimum. Not good, but it is damage. Not great damage, but it is some. Alright, as long as we don't get like... Even if I get Tinkered, if it's something I can blow up with the Abrade, I'd be happy. Alright, they're just going to do nothing. Alright. And like a Jace. Jace I will probably char. They probably don't want to bounce Augur. It's normally bad. Normally a bad deal. I mean, I didn't get any value on it the first time around. Alright, still nothing. Well, at this point, I am going to throw a char at face. For mana efficiency, eat a char. And they're going to eat it. Do I want to shuffle the Chandra back up? I think we wait. I think we wait on that. Just get in there with Augur. If they have the Sphinx of the Steel win, we probably just lose because the Abrade's not going to cut it. I may sideboard and disenchant against them, actually. This may be the matchup for it. Because I think they are a Tinker deck. Okay. For no value. Blow you up. Force of Will, Daze. Daze wouldn't work. Force of Will would be about it. Do I run my Searing Spear into Daze? Probably. I mean, yeah, I'm going to. I just think the mana efficiency alone is just so good because I want to activate the Fumarole next turn. Alright, I am going to fetch now because I want to shuffle my library back up. I don't really want to hit more lands, and I wouldn't mind hitting the Pearl here. And I only have 2 more targets for that thing anyways. So, become a 1/4, my friend. And switch your power and toughness and attack for 5, putting them down to 6. Which means we're 2 burn spells away, really. I don't know why they didn't try to surprise me with the Torrent Gearhulk, but oh well. So they have big mana, do what? Big mana, do what? Do something, it looks like. Alright, something big. Alright, Palinchron? Okay. Alrighty. That is fine. So, untap your mana. Palinchron is not playable in and of its own right, I don't think. I think you need to combo that card in the cube. Yeah, because you don't see, what is it, Great Whale or whatever the other card was that untapped, I believe, 7 lands or 8 lands. Because it doesn't return. Maybe they're a high tide combo deck of some sort. I think they're playing Tinker. I mean, like, Tolarian Academy does not look like it's the best supporter from what we've seen out of our opponent's deck, but maybe we're just not getting a good look at their deck. Palinchron is tough to blow out of the skies, though. But now, if they're just going to sit back on Palinchron and do nothing else, like, I think I'm comfortable just draw going with him for a bit. Yeah, like, just play this out, say go. And if they try to like, time Twister at any point, then we should be okay. But unless they can present a sizable threat to block, they really can't go 4 for 5 here. All right, well, there is the Pearl. And I think I continue... I think I save... Well, maybe I save a land. Did I save land here? No, I'm going to play it out. And the reason being is, if they do, like, use a Twister effect or, like, commit memory part of commit memory, or time spiral, then I want to have the maximum amount of mana to cast spells. And I also want to hit more spells from my deck as opposed to permanents, which is why I'm doing that. I think I wait on Helix here until they tap out to do something silly. Like, I think I just hold the burn because they have 3 cards in hand. They haven't been doing anything at all. So, like, I think I need to force them to be the active player here. Does that change anything? I think a bit. So I'm going to play it out here. Oh, I flummoxed this. Or did I? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm going to wait. I'm not going to further my mistake here. Yeah, I screwed up. That was bad. That was real bad. Yikes. Alright, now they know I'm up to something. I'm going to wait. Yeah, I effed that up, guys. I'm sorry. So that's red mana. Yeah, I overtapped on it. Yeah, I overtapped on red. That was really bad. Alright, Tide Hollow Sculler. Alright, well. Take 3 to the Brisket and have a 2-2 in play. You can counter it if you like. Alright, down to 3. But, like, any burn is good. I mean, if they didn't counter that, like, I guess they're saving counters maybe for the last card in my hand. I don't know. They still can attack with Palinchron. That's a risky play. Alright, save it. Could do 1 here. That's no different than, no different than doing 0, really. I have a ton of mana off Tolarian Academy. A lot of live draws in the deck. Alright, Sword. Do I care about Sword that much? This mills 10 cards, I want to say? Or is it 20? Top 10, okay. So that gives me 2 more draw steps. Alright. Are you going to attack with it? Okay, Una's a Prowler. The question is, do I block here? No, the answer is no, actually, because if they hit... Yeah, this is perfect, because if they actually end up hitting my... not my Burst Lightning, any order. But if they ended up hitting my Firebolt, then I could probably win pretty easily. So I draw 1 here, down to 12. Ancestral Visions is not at all what we want to see. So Firebolt into Burn Spell is a win, I think. Yeah. Now they're going through the gyrations. Can they kill me? They cannot. They can put me pretty low. Okay, take. This card is weird to have in the cube, though. Like I'm not a big fan. There's the Firebolt. I can take the time to figure out what else is in my deck. They're getting a lot of free information here, but I think this is worth doing. This thing will never come off the stack. I guess I should have waited to keep it to pitch. Damn. All right, well, we missed. So let's go ahead and concede here. I don't think we were likely to miss there, but... And let's draw our last card, which is Falconwrath Gorger. I guess we were going to miss. All right. I don't think we misplayed that, but they got a little bit. I don't like that line of play they took, but that is what it is. Don't want disenchant in this matchup. They didn't really show us a reason like why we had to disenchant. Like they're not like really per se a tinker deck. Avalanche Rider seems okay, especially with Splinter Twin. Like a Splinter Twin is like Avalanche Rider is like a thing. Is it better than Siege Gang? I mean, like, part of me wants to really do that, but I think the Chandrish is better. I'm going to resub this. Like, hopefully get a nice early aggro start. They can't really deal with it. And this hand's, yeah, pretty good. This is a keeper. Play this out turn 1. Yeah, if they blow it up, that's fine. I mean, I really don't care if they do that. We've got double Abrade if we need it. Play Island. Hope to get another blue source on the following turn. And if they're planning on playing on a Signet, well, now we've limited their resources a bit. Unless they have Force Spike, go ahead and tap that. Vu is not a great draw. Play a Signet out just once. Or do I want to save it? No, I have the Dark Dwellers. I feel like that's going to be good enough. Okay, that does not stop that card. I'm just going to face with this. I think I need to. Okay, well, any red mana is game over. Any mana, period, is probably game over if they tap out for something. Try to braid whatever they play, but we'll see if we get that fortunate. Or alternatively, we could leave up Venser and try to like cut them on permanence to counter the Splinter Twin and win that way, but we do need to hit more landage here. 17, so we should be hitting pretty well. Okay, Rakdos a Signet. I cast a kill spell on my dude. That would kind of suck, but can't do much about it. The minimum most red base removal is not going to get it, but black has tons of answers to the Deceiver Exarch. Maybe they have Heroes, whatever it is. Whatever that card's called. Heroes something. Oops. Yeah, no, this will work. We'll just do... And still represent Pierce. Well, we're certainly not drawing very live. They're going to kill it. No. Going to search for his Kanta. Okay, Torrential Gearhulk goes to the yard. Tons of black mana now. Their mana does not look extremely good, but maybe they have some good black cards here. I don't know. Come on, deck. One land. Preferably blue, but, you know, any land. It would do. Okay, Una's Prowler I think I'm okay with. I guess I could reanimate the Torrential Gearhulk if they wanted to. They're playing instant speed reanimation. It's a possibility. Yeah, this draw has been less than stellar. I mean, it has everything it needs to win. It just needs to draw lands, and like the likelihood of drawing lands should be pretty high in this deck. But unfortunately, we're hitting some bad variants. All right, brother, what are we gonna do? Oh, sorry guys, my opponent is deliberate. They're definitely in the tank about whatever they intend on doing here. Yeah, I definitely don't have Pierce, so anything you want to do, you probably can do here. Draw a land, I could just Vu, just Kabu the Una's Prowler out of the skies, get him for lightning bolt damage down to 10. But if they have like Damnation, that's pretty rough. Alright, so they're going to reanimate here. That feels about like what they're going to do. And they're going to Shallow Grave. Okay, well, if you got Spell Pierce there, that's on you. But you're not going to get punished. Okay, draw 7 cards. I don't... Like, if I just draw a land, I feel like I win. Because like they've already played their land drop this turn. So you need to find removal exactly for the Deceiver Exarch. So I'm going to get hit for 7. It's a lot, but meh. Okay. This deck is bizarre. Alright, get in there for 7. Yep. Any land, probably win. Unless they have, like, Fatal Push wouldn't do it here. It had to be Dismember pretty exactly. Dismember, Ghastly Demise not in the cube, I don't think. Slaughter Pact maybe. Snuff Out, that would work. Alright, so do you draw 7 more? They do not draw 7 more. Okay, and then they're going to discard. Well, that was certainly not good for us, but... Alright, well, Dismember, Force of Will, Daze. There's a few cards that do it in the cube. I'm going to try this, though. I mean, like, I don't feel like, with them back up to 7 cards, I can afford to not try to do this. Well, do you have it, or no? No. Okay, well, we win the game. Unless you're going to troll me. Let me tap it and then kill it. That'd be pretty funny. Alright, good games. He did not want to lose that one, I don't think. He was... Anyways, 2-1 deck. That last game we were hitting some rough variants. I don't think our opponent should have been able to do all that because I think we should have hit a land before them. But then again, we did keep, we kept a couple greedy hands. We kept a very mana-heavy hand, but I think keeping a mana-light hand in this deck was probably better due to 17 lands. Do I think this is the best rendition of Blue-Red? No. I think it was, moderate to say the least, and because it was so moderate, we had to splash into white so we could sideboard into Disenchant and then run main deck Lightning Helix. It was kind of a weird blue-red deck, so it was like blue-red aggro mixed with Splinter Twin, which I think was worth doing because the Splinter Twin combo, as you can see, like won us a few free games, which makes up for the lack of having the best of decks. You can have like a moderate deck that has like a high-end, high-power combo like that, and just tend to win. Splinter Twin, yeah, still pretty good in the powered cube. Deck went 2-1. I think it was... We probably could have done better. I think if we had been reading signals better, we probably would have been in green in that draft. Probably green-red. I just don't think green-red's that good. Like, green's fine. I mean, but like, if you don't have the most busted green cards, like, I don't feel like it's that good. And to me, it's like, all right, I'm gonna play cube. Like, I want to play interactive cube. Like, some people think it's fun just to cast like 20 drops. For me, it's like it's more fun to play like interactive Magic, which Death and Taxes, blue red, like these are interactive decks. Like they counter spells, they kill creatures. They have to calculate math for burn damage. They have to try to dig for a combo and have counter magic up to back it up. All that. Like I love that kind of stuff. But I probably should have drafted, if you were drafting this and you wanted to win, you probably should have drafted green, because like I could have basically drafted a green deck with just the last picks, like I'd say like what the 12th through the 16th picks of each pack. So, anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed it, and try Cube out. It's very fun, and it's pretty easy to go Eternal. Like I didn't even draft that well this time, and like I still won twice, and I'm gonna get to play again. So maybe I'll get another video of Cube relatively soon. Okay, enjoy and take care.